Actor William Conrad. I was aware that I was related to him, but I didn't really pay much attention to him, but I was aware of it, and I was aware of the rumbling in the back that I was related to that actor. But again, like I said, I never really paid much attention to him at all because I was familiar that he was affiliated with that TV series that did well. It was called Jake and the Fat Man. Uh, he is a Conrad that was came to from Germany into Canada years ago with the same bunch of that was affiliated with my family. Were the same Conrads. Originally, her name was Conrad, Conrad, but when we came over to Canada, we switched it to Conrod, Conrod. But for some reason, he did not. But when we were in Germany, the historic part about us was our last name started with a K. Conrad. For some reason, that's the way it was. It is what it is. But when I was told that originally when I was related to him, I didn't pay no attention to it because I don't know, just didn't pay attention to anything back in the day. But today, when I was aware of it, I was a little more appreciative of my background because where he was a well-known actor at the time, and I work in film at the independent level, it sort of gives a sort of comfort feeling that you had a family member that did involved in the acting film business also that did very, very well. They were on the Hollywood, and he lived the majority of his life in the United States. And I often question, if he's from our bunch of the family, the same Conrads, whatever you want to call us, then why did he spend majority of his life down in the United States? And we'll try to get a hold of his son or daughter, try to get a hold of them if I can, because you know what contact's like, especially if you're related to a celebrity, that communication can be quite hard to find or not at all. But if you're lucky, you will. But it is what it is. But I've been in the film industry for over 10 years now. Been doing very well at it. The federal government's working with me with their federal tax credit, get that going. And no, it is. It's quite something else to know that you're related to an actor that's no longer with us. He passed away in 1994. It didn't say what he passed away of. It just said he passed away on February 11th of 1994. And I remember back in February of 1994, my father at the time told me, actor Sora Book passed away. And I didn't have a flying clue who the name of God that was. And I remember my father saying, "Well, gee, Adam, you were a mighty big fan as a kid of the Dukes of Hazzard." I mean, he said, if you don't remember who the actor Sora Book is, then you're in big trouble. And then as time went on, I realized that actor Sora Book played the character of Boss Hogg on the Dukes of Hazzard, and I remember that year quite well. And 1994, my God, I was in grade 7 at Gatesbrook Junior High at the time. And when I look back at it, maybe in that year in 1994, I missed out on a lot of great opportunities. But really, with me, my biggest downfall in life, and it still is, reality to a lot of big things that I have achieved or was able to achieve or come across was never taken seriously enough or that reality just never sunk in until the opportunity has come and gone. I mean, if you were aware of the celebrities that I came across, it's enough to make your head shake. Ozzy Osbourne, Bret Hart. He had communication with family members and friends who dealt with Elvis Presley. That alone. I had communications, personal relations with the Trailer Park Boys. One of the actresses on the show, Mr. Lay, I was actually related. I was actually affiliated with his daughter on a personal level. And who else was it? William Shatner had tie-ins with him. John Schneider, deal with him quite a bit. He's similar to myself. He works in the independent film level at the film industry, mostly known as a country music artist now. He's mostly retired in the acting business. He acted on the Dukes of Hazzard. That's what I found interesting when I came across him because I said all the stuff I admired as a kid. Here I am now finding myself interacting with these people on a personal level and at a physical level. And when you meet these people, you kind of realize they're just normal people. They eat and sleep, go to the washroom, like all the rest of us, and they all, everything's the same. Nobody's better than anybody. And I gotta say, no, the film industry is basically what I'm all about. That's my purpose in life, I guess you could say. But William Conrad, I don't know. It's unfortunate, I didn't catch on to him until after he passed away, but I was related to him, but there's always a rumble in the back saying, Adam, you're related to this guy, but I never really paid no attention to it. Because like I said before, he was known for that TV series, Jake and the Fat Man, but I never really paid no attention to his acting skills or his movies that he was in, anything. I was too focused what, like I said in the past, John Schneider, William Shatner from Star Trek, Elvis Presley and his music, how I admired his work. The world's greatest singer and entertainer to ever walk on stage, and how I am coming across interacting with his family and friends in real life. That's something else. But I gotta say, I often joked about it, say maybe just perhaps if I was able to do something with him if he was alive today, I often joke about, how you got your Star Trek fan episodes that did okay. And I joked around with some people and said perhaps I could do uh, a sitcom with him or something, You're part of the show is you beam in from the Starship Enterprise. You'll somebody that will do the visual effects, and you'll beam in just like William Shatner would do, and you're pretending you're this character 300 years in the future. We could do something like that, but, you know, there's been a lot of things that we could have done if he was still around today, but it is what it is. And I remember when I worked with the Trailer Park Boys, John Dunsworth, I worked with his film agency in Halifax, Filmworks. I don't believe it's still operation now. It could be, maybe not. But really, when I started working with John Dunsworth, I'm going to tell you something. He thought that was my first time in the industry. I actually had a brain fart. I've forgotten all about my brief gigs I did in junior high and all this stuff, and your writing stories and your plots and all this I did in school. Never paid no attention to it, not thinking it would go anywhere. 30 years later, at the age of 42, all right, you're doing your own videos, you're doing your own short stories, you're doing your own short videos, you're doing quite well, you're doing fan episodes of Star Trek that did okay. You got fan episodes of the Dukes of Hazzard that did very, very, very well. One episode alone, I raked in over 34,000 viewers. That's something else. I have over 298 subscribers on YouTube because of your Dukes of Hazzard videos that did very, very well. And because of your Dukes of Hazzard fan episodes that are doing very, very well, John Schneider came on and gave a thumbs up. So what does that tell you? It says something. Yeah, making it to Hollywood, my goal in the acting film industry, I'm going to tell you something. It's not making it to the professional level. It's not making it to the top of the mountain. Because I always say to myself, what's the point of being to the top of the mountain if the top of the mountain don't mean anything to you? What's the point of it? It don't mean nothing. Because there's an old saying that I say, I have a connection with Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ told me, if you're not happy with something what you don't want to be in, there's no point in being there. If you're not happy at doing what you're doing, there's no point in being there. If you're doing something that you like to do because you like to do it, just have fun with it. Don't go over the top, and that's what I do in the film industry. I don't want to go over the top. I just want to have fun doing what I'm doing. Some people get lucky with it, and some people, they fail at it. And failure is a part of achieving things. You've got to go through your failures in life before you achieve things. And that is why I do well in the film industry. I take jabs at the Trailer Park Boys because they're a bunch of people, they got big, but they make themselves bigger than what they actually are. I don't make myself bigger than what I actually am. I give people lost opportunities what they would like to have, and I make those lost opportunities to a great opportunity for them to have. So it's reality. But I often think, William Conrad, I say, it is what it is. Great guy, great actor. But, when if you're going to go back to my family history, back to my family ties here on the Eastern Shore, it's a large family. One thing that you're going to say, gee, my God, Adam's related to a large family. It is. It's quite big. Believe it or not, if you go on my mother's side of the family, out in Dartmouth and Halifax, the sad part is I got relatives who I never even met. Didn't even know I was related to them. Don't ever know who they are. I met a couple family members I was, first cousins with. I haven't seen them in my entire life. It's almost turned into something like 2 years ago when I was 40. Here I am at the age of 42, just now realizing it. Just now, 2 years in, we just met them. They're like, wow, some of them was actually taken back. I'd be taken back too, if you're one of those people that, you cherish your family background and find out you didn't know all that time that you're related to so and so, and here you are. Some people take personal exception to that, but I don't. It is what it is. But the thing with my relation with the actor William Conrad, I take great pride in dedication to his work, what he did. I think the world of him. But his work is what inspires me to go on and do better. But anyways, I thank you for listening, and we'll hear back from you later on.